Alright, moving right along, we have Liam Gallagher's second album, which is Why Me, Why Not. This is the special edition, which has a bonus track, Glimmer. I didn't buy the Japanese edition for this one because there really wasn't anything special with it. It just came with like a sticker, whoop-de-doo. I didn't think it was worth it, so I was like, just get the regular edition. Now for the next album, I will have to get the Japanese edition, which I'm like, whatever. I don't mind spending the extra cash just to get an extra track, you know. Yeah, it's a really good album. I didn't see Liam on this tour. I don't know why. Maybe I just didn't know about the tour, or just didn't come near my area. I am not sure. I like the song Shockwave and Gone. Those are great songs. And from what I hear, Liam's actually not coming to US to tour. I don't know why. Maybe because of he's still his team are probably still freaky about I mean, there haven't been really any restrictions when it comes to, you know, mask safety or whatever, but yeah, I have that. I think that's pretty much it with Liam's stuff. Yeah, I think that's it. Now let's get into the other stuff. We got System of a Down. This is a bootleg. This is called Unreleased, which is really just a compilation of B-sides that were on soundtracks and comps, and it has some of the demo versions of songs in really crappy quality. But the cool thing about this, yeah, it's on a really old CDI. This must have come out 99, 2000, I'm not sure. But the cool thing about this is that it has a live track of when it was either I think it was Shava actually played with Static X when Static X were opening for System of a Down, and Shava played I'm Was Stupid with them, and that's on here. That was, I think, the Static X's Wisconsin Death Trip tour. Oh yeah. Wait. Oh. This fell. This is Marilyn Manson's very first album, Portrait of an American Family, from 1994. Just a freaking classic album. Every song on here is just superb. Dope Hat, Cake and Sodomy, Get Your Gun, I mean, My Monkey, Misery Machine. Daisy Berkowitz did a lot of the guitar on that, and you could kind of tell that this is the transition of like Spooky Kids to just like Marilyn Manson, but a lot of the tracks from when they were the Spooky Kids are on this, and Gidget Gein does the, even though Gidget Gein is not pictured in this album, it's Twiggy. Gidget did all the bass on this album, and then they fired him because he was a junkie. But it's got lyrics, a lot of really cool drawings from Manson. Lunchbox, next mother effer gonna get my medal. There's a picture of Manson. Man, how old was he here? He's like 24. You can tell this is early because he still has eyebrows. See, there's Daisy, there's Sarah Lee Lucas, Pogo, and there's Twiggy. That's Twiggy's brother right there. Yeah, did I show the disc? Yeah. You cannot sedate all the things you hate. Love that. And they later used one of the pictures in the booklet for the Get Your Gun single, which it has the song Get Your Gun. It has Misery Machine, Mother Inferior Got Her Gun, and Revelation 9, which is sort of like a weird experimental track that's like pretty long. It's like 9 minutes long. Here's a picture of Manson right there. I don't think there's anything in the... Yeah, there's nothing in the... But that's good to have if you love the portrait era Manson stuff. And then we got the EP, which is Smells Like Children. It's more of like a EP / compilation, but it's got like weird kind of experimental tracks and a lot of remixes and re-recorded songs. This is the first release with what's his name? I say a lot. Sorry about that. This is with, what's his name? What's his name? Try to think of his name. I did again. It's not Pogo, because that's the keyboardist. That's him. Oh no, it'll come to me. Yeah, this is the second to last release with Daisy. This is the first release with Twiggy. Gingerfish, thank you. Yeah, it's the first release with Ginger. I like how it kind of looks like the hat from the Dope Hat video. I would love to get my hands on the promo edition, which has like sound bites from Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory and some skits that were later recalled, but it's like $250 for that recalled one, because they didn't make a lot of them. Here we got my absolute favorite Marilyn Manson album of all time, Antichrist Superstar. An absolute industrial metal, alternative metal masterpiece. It's kind of seen better days, the slipcover, but whatever. Just every song on this album is perfect. You got Manson and Twiggy right there. This was the last album with Daisy, by the way. Irresponsible Hate Anthem, Tourniquet, Little Horn, Worm Boy, Angel with the Scabbed Wings, Antichrist Superstar, Minute of Decay, Reflecting God. So good. So good. It's one of those albums you absolutely need to hear. If you're into like Godflesh or Nine Inch Nails, which of course, why wouldn't you be? Trent produced this, of course. He also produced the first CD too. Then I could see you absolutely 100% being into this. I listened to this album again and again and again in high school. And this was actually my it's really my introduction to Manson. Because I told the story before, but I had a bootleg cassette of this album along with the next album I'm about to show, well, in a couple CDs down, but Mechanical Animals, and I just listened to that tape over and over and over and over and over again. Come on, get in. And I just was like, yeah, I love Manson. All these are worn slipcases. Wish they weren't as worn, but whatever. Oh, you know what? I'll show this first. Here we have Remix and Repent, which is an EP which has some live tracks and rare remixes. The Tourniquet Prosthetic Dance Mix, Horrible People, live versions of Dried Up Tide and Dead to the World and Antichrist Superstar, and an acoustic version of Man That You Fear. It kind of looks weird in that picture. It's a weird angle. It's not essential for your collection to have this, but it's nice to have if you want to get a couple extra stuff. And then we got, a lot of fans were divided on this album, but I like it. This is Mechanical Animals from '98. A really good album. This is the original CD released with the blue case. It's kind of when he started to go a little more like glam kind of rock. I mean, this album is like, it's like a coma pill. It's like Bowie worship. Totally. Omega and the Mechanical Animal. Yeah, this is like real worship. You got lyrics. You could switch the CD if you so please. You got pictures of the band. New model number 15. Very, very, very good stuff. My favorite song is probably Rock is Dead. I like The Speed of Pain. Last Day of Earth is really good. Even better on the live album, which I'll show in a second. But yeah, that's a really good album. That was the only album which, even though John 5's on the picture, it's the only album with Zim on guitar, who played on the tour before. And then we have the live album, which is The Last Tour on Earth, but which took place during the Rock is Dead tour. And this is the 2-disc European edition, which has an acoustic version of Coma White, Get My Rocks Off, which is a Dr. Hook cover, and Rose and a Baby Ruth. Very, very great live album. Especially the acoustic version of Last Day on Earth. So good. So good. I was actually listening to bootleg recordings of this tour last night. And yeah, wish I went, but I was a wee lad when this tour was going on. Plus, I probably wouldn't have understood it. Chris Manson during Antichrist Superstar. Him on stilts. This is the first release with John 5 on guitar. I like John 5. He's a really good guitarist. I like him in Manson, and I like him in Rob Zombie, which I like Rob Zombie. You know, I don't get the hate for Rob Zombie now. He's gotten a lot of hate lately. I don't understand why. I don't know. And then we have is probably my second favorite Manson album, which is Hollywood, In the Shadow of the Valley of Death. Man, this album, it's good. A lot of people say this is the last good Manson album. I disagree. But I will agree this is the last Manson album that had a lot of classic Manson stuff, I guess you could say, like the classic era and all that. I really hate taking the disc booklet out of the case, but I'll do it for you. What's my favorite song off this? I like Burning Flag, Lamb of God. I like Coma Black, that's really good. Valentine's Day, King Kill 33. That's a really good song. Fight Song, of course, Disposable Teens, President Dead. I'll pull it out, why not? I like the tarot cards. Manson. This is the first album with John 5 on it, studio-wise. Twiggy. Now this is my favorite part. This is... Oh wow. Awesome. I didn't need to do anything with the disc or booklet. I usually take forever when putting that booklet back together. What's the next one I'll show? Do I have... Oh, yeah, here it is. And we got the next album, which is the Golden Age of Grotesque, which would be the last was this? Yeah, this was the last album with John 5, I believe. This album divided a lot of Manson fans, and I know some people on the Manson boards that I'm in say this was like the worst Manson album, but you know what? It's good. This came out in, I think, 2003, I want to say. Yeah. I like Mob Scene, Use Your Fist and Not Your Mouth. How was that not a concert opener? Like, seriously. Kaboom Kaboom. Doll Dug a Buzz Buzz Ziggity Zag. It's a weird song. Yeah, it's a good one. Yeah, there's that lineup. I believe he toured Ozfest this year. In 03, I believe. And in 01. Well, that album didn't come out in 01, but you know what I mean. There's the CD, and this is the limited edition, which has the DVD Doppelherz, which is kind of like a weird experimental DVD of like a lot of stuff, and it's just kind of odd. I think you could find it on YouTube. The video for Saint is like, what? Yeah, this is a new era of Manson. Or a different era of Manson. He cut his hair short. Started kind of relying, or it was like more like very 30s burlesque themed. But it's good. I like it. I'll make another shelf. Oh yeah. Or pile. Here we have Lest We Forget, the best of Marilyn Manson. This is a compilation of a bunch of his best songs throughout, and it has two exclusive, I think it has 2 tracks. It's got a cover of Depeche Mode's Personal Jesus, and it has the The Long Hard Road Out of Hell, yeah. That was a single from the Spawn soundtrack. That's on here. Which is a really good song. This is the 2-disc edition, which has the DVD of every single Manson video up until, I think, Saint, which the uncensored version you could only get as a mail-in order, and I don't have that. Look at that cuts, those cuts. Yeah, there's the DVD. Bunch of like legs like that, looking like that. Originally this was supposed to be Manson's last album because he wanted to retire and work on like paintings and movies, but then he was like, oh no. So it's kind of like a retrospective of his entire work. Really like all the pictures. And I'm glad he didn't retire because he made a lot of great songs after. And some pretty damn good albums. Yeah, there's the video for Saint with his bloody nose. I think Gidget Gein was in that video. That was like the first time they worked on anything together. In like many years. May he rest in peace. Then we have, what do we have? Oh, this album. The very start of Manson's spiral into depression. Eat Me, Drink Me. Came out during a time when like goth rock was really, really popular. Like him and stuff like that, and I think Manson wanted to capitalize on that a lot, which, you know, it's pretty good. This one edition has my favorite song is Putting Holes in Happiness. I like Just a Car Crash Away, Heart-Shaped Glasses. And it has some remixes of Heart-Shaped Glasses on here. There's a Disc of the Heart. Yeah, it's kind of, if you're a Manson fan, it's honestly kind of sad. Oh wait, is that? I think that was the girl she was dating at the time. Yeah, it's kind of sad to listen to in retrospective. Because he was going through a divorce, and he dealing with issues like that. So it's kind of, you know, if you ever had like kind of been lonely in life, it kind of hits close to you. Now I don't have, assuming I. Yeah, I don't have, well, I do have Eat Me, Drink Me, but I don't have it right here. I do have Born Villain, which, again, this is really going on like, divisive territory. I like it, though. It's you could tell Manson was starting to, like, kind of be a little more experimental here. His voice is very, very, very raw on this album. Like, listen to Hey Cruel World, No Reflection. I like Pistol Whipped, Slow Motion. Murders Are Getting Prettier Every Day. And it has a cover of You're So Vain with Johnny Depp on guitar. Lyrics on bornvillain.com, which I don't think you can go on there anymore. Maybe via archive, but Yeah, You're So Vain. Carly Simon, excuse me. What am I saying? That's a Carly Simon cover, yeah. Yeah. It's not for everyone, but it's good for what it is. I talked about the Pale Emperor album, and this is a single from that album. Third Day of a 7-Day Binge and Deep Six. Both really good songs, probably the two best songs on that album. I got this at Best Buy a while back when they still sold CDs. Again, my least favorite Manson album, but it's not bad, but, you know. Oh boy! I love this album. But my friend DetoxTube on YouTube, I know he doesn't really care for this album, but to me this was more of an improvement than Pale Emperor, in my opinion at least. I got this the day it came out, I think, yeah. My favorite song on here is We Know You're Where You Effing Live. We like Saturnalia. Blood Money's really good. Tattooed in Reverse is an okay song. Threats of Romance is pretty good. I remember this album was hyped when I was really getting into Manson. Well, it still has the receipt. I bought it for. There's the disc. It's a 2-disc like set, but it doesn't have a second disc. Here's the booklet, which is actually part of the back, printed in like Bible paper. All the lyrics are. I know they re-released it with like an actual booklet, like for the case, but you know, that was later on. There we go. Now we got more light. Here's the soundtrack to Lost Highway, which is a movie that I honestly still have yet to see. I need to get into David Lynch's films, but it's got a bunch of tracks on here. We got Smashing Pumpkins with I, which is a really good song. Lou Reed's This Magic Moment. Marilyn Manson with is this? Yeah, Apple of Sodom. That's like a B-side from Antichrist Superstar. And I Put a Spell on You. Has some Rammstein songs. Trent Reznor, I believe, yeah, he produced this soundtrack. I mainly got it because of Manson, that's why I bought the soundtrack. Maybe I'll watch I need to watch the movie though, because I am interested in getting into David Lynch's work. Here's another soundtrack. It's Howard Stern and Private Parts, the album, from the Private Parts movie. You got a bunch of songs with Rob Zombie. Let's see. Porno for Pyros. Marilyn Manson, The Suck for Your Solution. Great song. Ozzy Osbourne, Green Day, Ramones, Deep Purple, Ted Nugent, AC/DC. I still have yet to see the Private Parts movie. I want to. I have it. Even though I think Howard Stern as a person is kind of sold out. That's just my opinion. But it's a good soundtrack. I know there's like 3 different covers of that soundtrack. This is a 4-pack. What is ADDC First Tape? That's something I downloaded off some blogspot page. It's like a indie band. Robot Pope, that's another one. Billboard Top Hits 1976. What is this? Jenna Elira promo. Oh, that's a Christian CD I got for free in the mail. What else we got? Michael Jackson, Off the Wall. This is the special edition. This is the first Michael Jackson album, I think, with Epic. Yeah. It's got his classic songs. Don't Stop Till You Get Enough. I Can't Help It. Rock With You. Came during a time when disco was really, really popular. And I do like Michael Jackson. I don't have every single CD he ever made, but I got quite a bit. There's Michael Jackson and Paul McCartney. Some cool live shots. What else we got? Here's another Michael Jackson. This is the last Michael Jackson album. Well, at least the last Michael Jackson album released in his lifetime. This is Invincible. This is the blue cover version. I like it. I really wish he did more before he passed, though. I like the song You Are My Life. You Rock My World's a really good song. And Invincible. What really could have been, you know? I truly believe if, you know, he didn't get as much hate, he would still be around. Or maybe, I don't know. I'm not a fortune teller. But it's just really unfortunate that he got a lot of hate when he was around. But I'll always still love Michael Jackson. What is this? Oh, this is a Led Zeppelin tribute CD, Ecomium, which has live tracks from Sheryl Crow, Stone Temple Pilots, Duran Duran, Cracker, Rollins Band, Robert Plant, Tori Amos, and Blind Melon, which is one of the last things that was recorded by Blind Melon before Shannon passed away. May he rest in peace. I think I got the CD from my uncle. Yeah, really good stuff. If you like Zeppelin, that's a good tribute album. What else we got? Oh, Superjoint. Caught Up in the Gears of Application. The last Superjoint album, and the only one that was with Superjoint in the title. It very much more reminds me of like a Illegals album than a Superjoint album, but it's really good. I like the song Asshole, Mutts Bite 2. Ruin You's probably the best song on that album. Really good stuff. It's just such a shame they broke up. I think they were really going somewhere. Got a bunch of lyrics. Caught up in the gears of application. Hand getting smushed by gears. That's pretty cool. But yeah, really good album. If you like the Illegals, then that album will suit well with you.